17. Play action, Allen. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 43 yards that time. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Bills are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Being chased out left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And again, it's Allen. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run again with Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Jackson will keep it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Bills goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, I like this call. I know they weren't successful on it, but so many times defenses load up trying to get a safety when you're in this spot. How about taking the shot downfield, hoping to use their momentum against them? They didn't get it, but I sure like what they were doing there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But based on the last 2 play calls we just witnessed, the word conservative is not in their playbook. Incomplete, and then they decide to throw deep from this point on the field. That's a team that's really getting after it.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Allen. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We're scoreless after 1. Now Allen again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
They go play action now. Jackson. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
4th down. Here's Jackson. the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Jackson, options out left. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And that's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Harris running straight ahead. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey already? Is that the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play here for Buffalo. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Allen now looks to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. In a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson running again. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. And now a high kick trying to pin them back. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Jackson. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should use a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action with Jackson. Here's Freiermuth again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. They'll go option to the short side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now left side on the swing pass. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, and they go back to Harris.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson from the shotgun.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's going to let it go again. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 82 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Allen will try to throw for it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with it.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. And again, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now it's Jackson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This likely a must-have, third and goal. Now Jackson. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Jackson to throw. Get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to be met at about the 43. So second and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So Allen's going to look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. To the air, Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. Here's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.